Hi guys, it's Sophie. So I want to do another Man Booker review today. It's going to be a fairly quick one because it's a fairly short book and I don't have too much to say, but this one is Swallowing Mercury by Wioletta Greg. So this is a book that was translated from the Polish. The translator was Eliza Makaniak, and it's a really short little book. And I'm going to give you my normal sort of little bit about setting, a little bit about language, and then a little bit about sort of feedback and thoughts. So as I mentioned, it's a Polish book. It's all set in a sort of very rural Poland, very farming based, sort of small community feel, definitely to the whole thing. Writing wise, it's sort of glancingly pretty, is what I'd say. It feels, I think I felt it was a little bit almost like the kind of writing you'd get in like a fiction workshop. Like, it's clearly very good, the person can clearly write really well, but I didn't feel as though it had like a spark or something special about the writing itself. Though it was very pretty, and it was, you know, very well put together. It's certainly good writing, it's just it felt a little bit safe, I think, to me. Now, I'm going to just start out by saying I didn't really enjoy this book. I gave it 2 stars out of 5, which to me means like it was okay. And I think there are a number of different reasons for that. So partly I found this book really PC. So each section of this book, rather than each chapter, is like a titled chapter. As you can kind of see there were just titled chapters on each page around one particular story in this one young girl's life. And overall, throughout the whole kind of the extent of this book, you have a picture of what growing up in Poland was like at the time, and you have these little kind of snippets of the political situation and like learning about like communism and learning about like the forces that were sort of pressuring Poland and what that felt like for the individuals sort of throughout, and that was interesting. But I think I didn't feel as though it was very glued together. I felt as though there was something missing from the story to make me weave all of these separate pieces, which felt far more like short stories than they did part of some combined whole, to make it feel like it was a finished piece. Now, I read each story and I was trying to think of them as stories because I thought, well, maybe that's a little bit fairer. Maybe it's kind of like these vignettes of life, and that's more the aim. But I didn't feel as though each individual story was finished either, and I just had this kind of sense throughout, I guess, that I kind of asked myself, like, what's the point? As I said, don't get me wrong, like it's very prettily done, and each story is very prettily done, but I just didn't feel like there was any kind of driving factor within the book to make me either love it or hate it. Really, I didn't hate it, I just thought it was fine. And I also think that the blurb is I've spoken about this with a few other booktubers, like the blurb is a reflection of a very different kind of book to the book that you actually get. Now this is a realist book, realist short story, whatever you want to call it, and there isn't much of a sort of magical element, if at all, apart from the kind of magical element you get regardless with children explaining their world. But the sort of the description, whilst it's not overtly sort of pushing towards magical realism, it does tend that way. And I think so it says things like Wioleta's mother tells her that killing spiders brings on storms. Wioletta must never enter the seamstress's secret room. Like, it's not overtly telling you it's going to be strange and wonderful, but I had this feeling like it was going to be, or feeling like there was going to be something other than the realism that you get. And I think to some extent that did sour it a little bit. I still thought it was okay. I just didn't love it, which is a shame, because this was one of the ones I was really looking forward to. People have had mixed reactions to it. Some people like it but don't love it, and some people are similar to me that think it's not really there. But yeah, I'd be tempted to say wait until it comes out in a paperback, to be perfectly honest, to find out if you're interested or not. Because it is sort of like £13 worth of book, and I don't feel like it's quite there. A bit unfortunate. I feel like this Man Booker, I don't know if I'm being more critical than I've been in years before, but I'm not finding that I think I like as many. The ones I have loved, but there's been some kind of difference there. We'll see how I keep going on with them. And hopefully that has been useful for you guys to figure out whether that's something you're interested in or not. The next one I'm going to read I'm reading is Black Moses by Alan Mabanku, and I'm just getting through this one now. I'm about 70 pages in, but it's only a couple hundred pages, so I'm going to settle down with this one with some lunch in a minute, a cup of tea, and try and get like 140 pages, and then I'm going to go and do some Anna Karenina and get away from my man books for a minute or two. But yeah, so see how I get on with this one. I think Swallowing Mercury, it's nice, but I didn't feel as though I had enough of a kick to it. Yeah, I hope you're all well. I hope that you are still enjoying these reviews and you're finding them helpful, and I'll see you soon in my next video. Bye bye.